Adam and Eve were deceived in the Garden of Eden. The serpent spoke to her, she believed him. God said go, so they leaving. Life outside paradise has begun. Can't cry now cause the damage is done. Life goes on, so they had them a son. Eve said, even though we've messed up the plan, with the Lord's help I have brought forth a man. The fruit of my womb shall harvest the fruit of the land. We'll name him Cain, and even though his birth caused pain, what should have been easy was strained. We made our mistakes, there is no one to blame. 9 months later, the couple came together and they made another baby boy, and it gave them so much joy. They embraced as they stared at his face in the cradle. They said yes, in spite of everything, we are truly blessed. The Father has shown he loves us no less, and from this day forth his name shall be Abel. Now Cain, all he needed was seeds and rain, and he can grow vegetables and grains. And Abel had a stable every day so he would watch over the flock. But in order to atone for their sins, God said there had to be a blood offering. And Abel was able to understand this, but Cain, he could not. When it was time to give an offering to God, Abel went and found the best sheep in his yard. The fattest and the first he was anxious to please. And as soon as he lit the torch, it all burnt up and the altar got scorched. He smiled cause he knew his gift was received. And when the time came for Cain to do the same thing, he chose to bring fruits and grains, and not even the biggest and the best that he had. And to his surprise, when he went to light the sacrifice, a strong wind came and blew the smoke up in his eyes. And Abel giggled a little, but Cain went insane, he was mad. He couldn't understand, my offering came from the land. I worked in the field, I pulled the vegetables by hand. It was me in the heat, with blisters on my hands and my feet. So now how can the Lord think that it's more for you to give something that you didn't work for? That's weak. How could he not like my gift over a filthy sheep? And God said, son, why are you so mad and so upset? These evil thoughts are dancing in your head. Why can't you do things just the way I said? I know that you can't understand, but I told you bring a lamb and you chose to bring me yams instead. I told you that blood must be shed. Now son, please heed the words that I say, cause you will be accepted, just respond the right way. This sacrifice is crucial for you, so you need it. Therefore, you should choose to listen to the Lord, cause if you don't, then sin is crouching at your door. Watch out! It wants to kill you, but you must defeat it. But in Cain's mind it was done. He ignored the Lord like father, like son. He looked at his brother with fire in his eyes, and he forgot all about their love, because sin had him in a bear hug. And he thought to himself, now Abel must die. So Cain put the plot in his spirit to do it in the fields where nobody could hear it. He said, brother, come quick, your sheep have strayed. But when he got to the right spot, it was 187 on his brother with a rock. He killed him and left him right there where he lay. A few hours later, God said, Cain, where's Abel? This time of the day, he's usually at the stable. I don't see my son anywhere. Cain, do you know? And this is where Cain got deep. He said, am I my brother's keeper to follow him like his sheep? But God knew he was gone all along, so it's on. God said, shh, quiet down. Listen, I can hear his blood calling from the ground. I know that his murder was at your hands. You wouldn't kill a sheep like I said, but you would take a rock and beat your brother in the head till he's dead. Well, now you are banished from the land. And Cain, since your brother you have slain, the earth that gave you vegetables and grains, it won't give you anything anymore. You have blown it. and you will never have a place to live, and you will roam the earth like a hunted fugitive. And no matter where you sleep, you will always be homeless. And Cain threw his hands in the air. He said, Lord, this punishment's too much for me to bear. No matter where I go, nobody will feel me. And you have made me less than a peasant, kicked me from the land and banished me from your presence. Now everyone who sees me, they will try to kill me. Now Cain, for his sins, had to suffer. He cried for himself, never cried for his brother. He never said, I'm sorry to the Father in heaven. And God said, son, I will put on you a mark, and for the person that stops your heart, they will get your punishment times 7. So the next time that your flesh ain't acting right, obedience is much better than sacrifice. And you should love your brother as you love yourself. If you should ever see yourself hating, or you should find yourself in a similar situation, pray to the Lord or turn to Genesis 4 for help. Peace.